Hello, everybody, and welcome to this segment of HCAM Sports Talk. Tom Nappi here, and we are joined by Andy Barron, Jared Keene. Andy, Jared, how are you guys?
Doing
Doing
great.
well,
It's great to
Tom.
be back.
Good
See,
to
I
be
always
back.
like I always like asking how are you at the beginning of the show because I think it's hilarious where you all just jump in and you're like, oh, good, good, good. Anyways, now that the pleasantries are out of the way, we got a lot going on in the sports world right now. We got opening day for Major League Baseball coming up. So we're going to talk some Red Sox. We're going to take a look at the opening day roster or the expected opening day roster, as well as the upcoming schedule. We got March Madness in pure madness. Not so many upsets in the first round, but in the round of 32, quite a few upsets. So it's getting interesting
Yep.
for March Madness. And then we also got NFL free agency, so maybe we'll talk a little NFL as well. But first, let's start off with the Red Sox, and I'm going to share a nice graphic here, courtesy of the Red Sox Twitter page, or X page, I should say. Here you go, opening day roster. Uh, let's let's get your thoughts on it, Andy. What are your thoughts on this opening day roster?
Well, my thoughts are still just it still doesn't get me excited. I know I probably should be, but I'm still not. Like now, I think Roman Anthony is legit. That I do know, but we don't have Bregman anymore. I mean, is Crochet going to be the guy he was last year?
I
I
think
don't
he
know.
will. He looked.
Like,
Well, he was in the. Yeah, he was in the World Baseball Classic, wasn't he?
I believe he was, yes.
Yeah, I think he pitched
Yep.
well. I believe he
He
pitched
was.
well.
He did pitch well.
I just think a lot of this roster overachieved last year, in my opinion. I think it's going to be tough for them to do what they did last year because now people have higher expectations that they need to be better than they were, but I just don't think they have enough. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't
No,
know.
no, that's fair. Absolutely fair. Jared, what are your thoughts?
Very excited again, like Andy said about Roman Anthony. The guy's just an absolute tank, and is going to be a phenomenal player. Already is a fantastic player, but he's going to be one to watch and a superstar, I think, for a while. Um, Rotation is solid. I like bringing in Ranger Suarez and Sonny Gray to kind of work off of Crochet. I think Bello's been pitching well. He pitched well in the World Baseball Classic. Like Connolly early on there in the bullpen. Really excited to see him on the team. Where I look at this team though, and kind of think it's the infield. Obviously, bringing in Wilson Contreras to play first base, he is going to contribute, but like now you got Marcelo Meyer now at second base. You bring in Caleb Durbin, who was I think third in Rookie of the Year
All
last
right.
year at third base. Kind of meshes and contributes to the plate this season as well.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you. Do I wish they did more? Yeah, a little bit, but I don't think it's half bad. I think Roman Anthony is an absolute stud. Someday the Yankees are going to steal him away, and he'll be back to back with Judge, but it's probably a few years from now. But in any case, Roman Anthony has huge, huge potential. Uh, Trevor Story, solid defensive shortstop, will hopefully come through with the bat once again. I would have liked another bat in there. Maybe another. I think they did pretty good improving their pitching. I don't think there's any doubt about
I
that.
agree with you on that. They did.
Yeah, I mean they added Gray, they added a number of relievers as well, Chapman and a couple others,
Suarez.
right? Suarez. So I think they drastically improved their pitching, which was needed. Um, could they use another stud ace? Is Crochet number one or a number two? I guess that could be debated. He looked good in the World Baseball Classic. I think he has number one potential. Is he there yet? I guess time will tell. I think their outfield's very solid with Anthony Rafaela and Abreu. Obviously, Rafaela's bat at times can be a concern, but when he's on, he's on. So
Yep.
he's kind of hot and cold. And of course, you got Duran as well, who could DH or be in the outfield. I think they're going to have a pretty solid team. I think this is a playoff roster. I don't know if it's the AFC East winning roster. Probably not. I think the Yankees still have the better roster, but not bad, I would say. It's really a wait and see with a lot of these guys because Andy brought up a good point. Are they going to do as good as they did last year? I think some of them will, but some of them probably won't. So I think it'll be a mixed bag. But I expect this team to make the playoffs, and if they don't, I'd be pretty disappointed. I think overall they have probably, let's say, slightly improved the roster from last year, and especially improved the pitching.
Tom, you make a good point. It would be a disappointment if they don't get in the playoffs. They should be in the playoffs. For the amount of money this team has, there's no reason they should never be in the playoffs. We're beyond that now. Okay, it's time to
Opening
start.
games.
Yeah, so you open up with the Reds, which is weird. I mean, and then you go to the Astros. They always have trouble in Houston. So it's not an easy start to the season, for this team. But the point I want to make is, look at how this team went south after Roman Anthony got hurt last year. They were not the same team, and that's a lot because Roman Anthony is still very young. That is a lot to put into for a very young player like that. Now, I think he's going to be exceptional, no question about it. But that's my biggest concern. They were not the same team.
Roman Anthony's the future of the team.
No question.
He's maybe not the best player on the roster yet, but and he very well could be. Could be, yeah, definitely top three. But he's up there,
absolutely
and
could be.
he will definitely be number one. Maybe even by the end of this year, if not, certainly the beginning of next year, I would say. So, I mean, there's a lot of good young potential on the roster. I mean, last year they were very young. So I think this team has they got a lot of potential to improve with the amount of youth they have on the roster. So that's, I guess, what I'm excited about. You look around the AL East, the other rosters are getting older. Well, the Red Sox are, they got to have probably the youngest core in the AL East, if not pretty close. So I think that's something to look forward to. We'll see if the bats can come through like they did last year. I would love to see Roman Anthony, hit in the 300s, be one of the league leaders in home runs. I think if he has a big season, he could really play a role in leading this team to a whole lot of success.
I think it says a lot about Roman Anthony too that he started every game for the USA during the World Baseball Classic and had a great World Baseball Classic in a lineup with absolute studs. So
I don't know if there was a team that had more players in the World Baseball Classic than the Red Sox.
And they all killed it too. Duran had a great World Baseball Classic. Abreu had a pretty good World Baseball Classic. Crochet pitched well.
And I'll tell you, some people don't like the World Baseball Classic. I loved it. I thought it
was great. I thought there were some really good games.
It's something different too, because I mean, how many spring training games do you really watch?
I know, yeah,
none. Really,
this is something different.
That was exciting
background.
Yeah,
but these games I actually watched. They were exciting to me.
Absolutely,
they went down to the wire.
I think the players really care too. I think they really put a lot into it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think after the U.S. hockey team won, I think that made the U.S. baseball team care a little more.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Not that they didn't care before, but I'm sure that helped.
Yeah, you just got to tip your hat to Venezuela. They were a really good team.
Yeah,
they were a very good team.
They cheated. No, I was kidding. Yep. Yes, they were extremely good. What a dramatic finish between Venezuela and U.S.
Yeah, we just didn't. The bats just weren't there. Just couldn't come up big that day. But still, it was a good series to watch.
Yeah, and who's on? There was a couple Red Sox on Venezuela.
Yeah.
Suarez and
A break, right?
yes,
I believe he was. Yes.
Yeah.
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 So very fun World Baseball Classic, and I'll tell you, watching the Red Sox in the World Baseball Classic, you had Durant on Mexico. That I mean, watching all these Red Sox players do awesome, kind of got me excited for the season a bit.
Yep.
Kind of made me a little more optimistic to this team.
Didn't
Watch,
Abreu actually homer against the U.S. in that game?
I think he did
He
actually.
did.
He did. Yeah. Because it was 3-0 at one point,
Yeah.
and then somebody hit a 2-run homer for the U.S., but they couldn't pull ahead.
Wasn't it Anthony?
Bryce Harper.
All right, it was Bryce Harper. Roman Anthony hit one in the semifinals, I think.
Yep.
Anthony had a great World Baseball
He
Classic.
did. He played well.
He must have had like 4 homers, 5 homers,
Yep.
something like that.
He's
But
a stud. He's a
I
tank.
love it. I love the World Baseball Classic. I think it was fantastic. And it was nice to see
Agreed.
all the teams
Agreed.
wanted to win.
Yeah, and again, they genuinely cared. Like you said, they genuinely cared. They wanted to win. Like that was great to see. And again, the games were exciting. You
And
know,
then look how good my second favorite team, Italy, did.
yeah.
They were fantastic.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never,
They,
I never knew Italia had such good baseball, but it's come a
they were
long way.
good.
They certainly were. Yeah, I mean, the MLB players, like, they could be born in America and play for Italy if they don't. I think they have to, like, play for America first if they want them, but if they don't make that team, they can go to another team or something like that.
Yep.
But it was a lot of fun. I like the World Baseball Classic. I'm in. The teams are all trying, and it was much better than anything you're going to get in spring training baseball. It's not even a
Yep.
comparison. So there's our baseball news and notes. Opening day week. We hope you enjoy, folks. When's the first game? Was it Thursday? Of course, I just had the schedule up.
Yeah. Thursday, 4:10 in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. What a weird opener.
I know, weird opener.
Very, very strange.
It'd be probably cold. It could be snowing out there. Well, let's open up in Cincinnati. Like, there you go.
Yeah,
I
it'll
mean,
be snowing during batting practice and through the first inning, and then get into the 70s.
I think right now, though, going into this season, I mean, guys, the Dodgers are still a favorite. They're just they're just completely
favorite.
stacked from head to toe. And I don't say this very often, but this Ohtani guy is, I've never seen anybody like this guy. Really, I haven't.
He also had an
He's absolutely, he's the Babe Ruth of this era. He is. I mean, I've never seen anybody like him.
Jared, you cut out for a second. What'd you say?
Oh no, I was just saying Ohtani he had a great World Baseball Classic. He hit some bombs.
Oh yeah.
Is there any weakness this guy has?
No.
Imagine if the Dodgers got Judge one day and it's Ohtani and Judge.
I mean, they got Kyle Tucker this offseason. He's going to add so much to their outfield as well. I mean, he's like they just keep getting stronger. It's ridiculous.
I get a guy. Dodgers are the new Yankees.
I just don't know who can beat them. Who's going to beat that team in a 7-game series? I
honestly don't know. I don't know if anyone has the pitching to beat that team.
No, I mean, and then they have the pitch. Like I said, like Ohtani can hit, and then he can pitch. I've never seen anybody like this guy. And Yamamoto is just he's
disgusting. He's really good.
How do you beat that guy? I mean, I'm just being realistic. How do you beat that? Like,
he's insanely good. It's nuts how good he is.
You got to make it. You got to make a team Venezuela.
Yeah, I just don't. I've never seen anybody like Ohtani. I don't think he has a weakness, to be honest.
He doesn't. He really doesn't.
No.
And you know what? I will admit this. When he comes up to the plate, I do watch. And I have not said that.
Who doesn't watch? I mean, I think there was a video. There was a video on Twitter again of him hitting a grand slam in the World Baseball Classic. It had I think within like a few hours, it had like 25 million views.
He just crushes it.
He actually seems like he's a good guy too.
It's insane. Everywhere. Yeah.
Be nice to have a player like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Cost you quite a bit of money though. How stupid are the Angels for letting that guy go?
Him and Mike Trout both.
Right? Horrible. You don't
Horrible.
let a guy like that go. That'd be like
But
if the Yankees let Judge go. You don't
yeah,
do that.
Otani's not. He is. There's no way the Dodgers are ever going to let him
They
go.
would never let him go ever.
No, I can't imagine. You let
You have
everyone
somebody
else
like that on
go
your team,
before
you
him.
do everything you can to make sure he
Yeah.
stays on your team.
And don't forget, they still got Freddie Freeman, who's
Yep.
becoming like. I wouldn't want to pitch to that guy in the World Series. No way. I mean, after. I
Dodgers
mean,
are one of the best lineups to bet on.
they're
Little
one of the
tip.
best lineups I've seen in a long, long time. I
Oh, they're
mean,
unbelievable.
Not to
And
mention
they only
Mookie
got
Betts as
better.
well.
They
And
didn't get worse this offseason. They got better.
yeah,
yeah,
and don't think for a second the regular season don't matter to them. I mean, when it comes playoffs,
No.
it's
We need a
it's
salary cap in baseball.
yeah.
well.
All right, but let's get to that
Wait till
another
the
day.
off
I want to get
season.
to March Madness real quick. I know Jared is dying to talk some March Madness. So, guys, it's been a great March Madness. That the first round kind of went as expected, but then in the second round, you had some great upsets. That St. John's Kansas game was amazing. That Iowa Florida finish, Iowa getting that stunning win over Florida. Arkansas High Point was a very suspenseful game. Texas, beating Gonzaga was very suspenseful. So, yeah, I mean, I was surprised that there was no big upsets in the first round, but I feel like the second round kind of made up for it a little bit. What are your March Madness thoughts? Jared, you can start.
First, I just want to say, obviously, as everybody knows, I'm a North Carolina fan. That was a really, really brutal game in the first round. Big loss, bad loss, really bad loss to VCU. We're up 20. Anyway,
North
yeah, I
Carolina had a
mean,
bunch of guys out, though, didn't they?
yeah, I mean, we're without Caleb Wilson, but we still should have beat, if you're up 19, you got to put away that team.
Yeah, that
Um,
was
Yeah, you can't
bad.
blow that. You can't blow
yeah, no, that was bad.
I actually,
Anyway,
I actually felt bad for you when I watched a little bit of that game.
I appreciate that. That was rough. But yeah, I mean, the first couple of days are always exciting just because there's so many games. But yeah, I mean, in terms of upsets, it was definitely the second round. Again, you mentioned the Kansas St. John's game, one of the best games I probably watched in the tournament so far.
Game was awesome.
Obviously, Iowa, Florida, great game. Big props to Iowa.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, it's just been a really exciting tournament, and we're going to see some great games here in the Sweet 16 now too on Thursday and Friday. So very excited for some of these matchups.
Iowa
I
and Nebraska. I mean,
I
come on.
know who would have thought that, man?
Oh man, that's some.
I was gonna beat him.
That's going to be a good game.
Classic
I mean,
Big Ten matchup.
That's gonna be
yeah,
awesome.
Iowa and
Big
Nebraska.
12? No, is that Big 10 or Big 12? That's Big
Big
10.
12.
Oh, Big 12. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Duke St. John's. That's gonna be a good game.
That will be
That
a good game. St. John's is very good.
St. John's
Yes.
is very, very. They have. I think they're better than a 5 seed, and they're good.
They are.
Yeah, they are. They're a very underrated team.
Michigan looks really, really good. I don't see Alabama beating Michigan, but
Alabama has played really well. They just dispatched of Texas Tech by like 20. And Texas
I
Tech is
just
a
think
good
Michigan.
team.
I think
I did not
Michigan.
see that coming. I didn't think Bama was gonna whoop Texas Tech
I
like
did not
that.
either.
I
They
just
put a
think
hurting on
Michigan's
them.
on a different level, and Michigan State. That UConn game should be really good.
I think Michigan State can beat UConn easily, like for sure. I don't think UConn is that strong. I think UConn is a bit overrated, if I'm being honest.
And,
And
and Tennessee, watch out for them. They're playing well.
Yes, but you can
I like
never
Iowa State though. Iowa State it can really play. I
you
don't. I mean
can never
Tennessee is playing well though.
underestimate UConn in a tournament, though. You just can't.
I hear you. Yeah, I
Not
mean
the end of the world.
Friday the slate is amazing. The Friday games are incredible.
I think the
Um,
Thursday games are good. I think they'll be good games both days. But yeah, um,
It's
I
gonna be
actually
a
like the
great
Houston
finish.
Illinois matchup at 10 o'clock on Thursday. That's a really good game.
Yeah, I'd say two best defenses, probably Michigan and Houston.
Houston can. Oh man, Houston can play some D. They are.
Yeah, and Michigan's been very good
how about
defensively too.
Arizona and Arkansas? We haven't talked about that game yet. That is
That's
a
gonna be a good one. Actually, Arizona's probably up there in defense too. They got a
good
really good
team.
They
defense.
are. They are good on defense. I mean, Arkansas obviously has Darius Acuff, who can win any game for Arkansas at any times. Um, again, I think probably a lot of people have Arizona there, but I think Acuff can, if he's like brilliant, they can certainly win that game. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
I was
And
so
you got
rooting for High Point to be the Cinderella story.
And then you got Texas and Purdue. Texas an 11 seed, but there they are. Here you
Again,
are.
another team playing well right now. It's hot. They're hot.
They're
You
hot.
know,
Yeah,
Yes. All right. So who's everyone taking with the teams left? Who do you got? Who's taking this tournament?
I'm going with St. John's.
St.
I'm
John's to win it all.
I'm
Nice.
riding the Red Storm. I don't know how many more people have picked St. John's. I just like the way they play. Say what you
Uh,
want about Patino. He's a great coach. He's doing something right there. I mean, you
I'm
know,
gonna go Duke because it's the only bracket I have left.
oh, woof. No way. Come on, man.
All right,
Anybody,
but
anybody but Duke.
who
Anybody
are
if
you,
but Duke.
Jared? Who you got?
Honestly, I might go Michigan State.
Yeah. Tom
fair.
Izzo. Tom Izzo, I don't think, it sounds crazy I'm going to say this, but I really don't think he gets the
Or
credit.
if Houston plays good defense, Houston can also do it.
He could. I mean, man, yeah, I just think Tom Izzo, he's such a great coach. And I don't think he gets the respect he deserves. Like,
Agreed.
You
I
know,
mean,
it's going
Agreed.
to be a good matchup too. Tennessee, Iowa State. That one's going to be
Yep.
awesome.
That's gonna be a great game.
Iowa State is a threat.
I love Iowa State.
They
Again,
could go
if
all the
not Michigan
way.
State, I like Iowa State. They can play.
how
Yeah,
about have an Iowa State Iowa championship game? Oh my
That would be wild. That would be
God.
insane.
Oh, they
that'd be
love sports.
crazy. It'd be the
I'm pretty sure the
lowest
state of
rated
Iowa would like
championship ever.
explode if that happened.
Yeah, they would. I mean,
That would get no ratings though whatsoever.
well, I
Would
mean,
be the lowest
Iowa is a big
rated
state.
I'd watch it, but the sports fans would watch it. The hardcores like us, but you wouldn't have a lot of the casual fans watching that one. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun finish. I think you got 16 great teams left. Um, if I'm picking an upset of the week, I would say Texas beats Purdue.
Interesting. Interesting.
That would
Braden Smith
that
is a
would
heck
be
of
an
a player. I
upset.
think he just passed Bobby Hurley for most assists all time in Division I college basketball for Purdue. So that's pretty awesome. But
Yeah, Purdue's going to be careful. Texas is playing really well. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
they're a great team. Don't get me wrong, but I
I
don't
like
know.
St.
Oh yeah.
John's over Duke for sure.
Well, yeah, I do like that. I mean, it's not going to surprise me at all if St. John's beats Duke the way
No, but
they're
it's
playing.
technically an upset, quote
It
unquote.
is. You're right. Yeah, absolutely. You're knocking out a one seed, so
I mean, and you don't really see we got Tom Izzo, Rick Pitino, John Calipari. I mean, these guys have been around a long time. I mean, there's a lot. You don't see these coaches being around this long anymore. Now Coach K's gone, and Dean Smith's gone, and I'm just a Jerry Tarkanian. I mean, Bobby Knight. I mean, not how much longer are these guys really going to go? I mean, they're getting up there. So I mean,
yep.
Yep.
you just don't really see that. You don't see that anymore. I feel like
Well,
with like Nolan Richardson, another one. He was there forever, and John Wooden, and
Yep.
I might have to root.
coached for 40 years,
I
and now
might have to root for Arkansas because of Kalapari's awesome suit jackets.
he's a good
Yep.
coach. Say what you want about the guy.
Greatest suit
Fantastic
jackets
coach.
ever. He is a
Yep.
great coach. He's done an excellent job at that Arkansas.
Yes,
He
he's a
has.
good coach. He's a good coach, whether you like the guy or not. I mean, it's just.
But I'll tell you, look out for High Point. They're a program that is emerging. If you remember last year, they got an upset win too, I think, in the first round. So they're going to be a threat going forward. And they almost beat Arkansas. They're
Who
good.
was that Iowa-Nebraska game?
That game, Jared, is Thursday night at 7:30.
After what,
Who wins? I'm probably gonna watch that just because I think
after
you
what
have
Iowa
to.
did to Florida, I can't go against them.
I can't bet. I have to agree with Tom. They just took down the national champs. You got to go with Iowa.
I think I agree. Although Nebraska's playing well, they can light it up from three.
Good.
77-74 final.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
There it
You heard it
is.
first, folks. You heard it first.
All right. Well, believe it or not, it's a short show today. We got TVL Sportsnet coming up next, but we do have a few minutes for final thoughts. So let's get to final thoughts. Jared, we'll start with you. Any final thoughts?
I'm going to go just really NFL really quick. Obviously, free agency. Love the Patriots bringing in Romeo Dobbs,
Excited.
wide receiver. Fantastic signing.
Yeah.
There's definitely been some good signings so far, but I love the Romeo Dobbs signing. He's going to be a threat in the red zone. Run some very Stephon Diggs-esque routes. Great hands. Just love the signing.
Better than Diggs, too. That's an
Yeah.
improvement.
Sure.
Yeah. Andy, any final thoughts?
Well, I'm really happy to see Jason Tatum back for the Celtics.
Yep.
It really is good to see him back. The Celtics are clearly better. I know they lost the other night over, but they're still a major threat to win the East. I still like their
Agreed.
chances very much. Jaylen Brown is the MVP of this league right now.
Agreed.
Without
Agreed.
him, this team is not
He might
even.
not win it. Sorry, he might not win it, but he is the MVP of this league.
He has to be considered. How is he
Yes,
not?
absolutely.
So I think it's gonna be a fun March. It's gonna be a fun spring and hopefully summer. The Celtics team is still good. I'm not saying they're gonna win a championship, but they will be in the mix.
Derek White
Yeah,
is an elite player. Derek White is an elite player.
What a
I cannot
tremendous,
say enough about that guy. He's insane.
one
I
of the
can.
best signings we've had in a
I
long
don't know
time.
if there's anyone in the East that should actually beat the Celtics in the playoffs. So I think it's almost a disappointment if they don't get back to the
Yeah,
championship.
I think it is. Come on, guys. Brown and Tatum, they're better than anybody in the East.
Yes.
Then they say, "Oh, it's Brunson and Towns." No,
And
no.
Brown is stepping up big. He is a
Donovan
leader.
Mitchell is a heck of a player.
Yeah, but
Donovan Mitchell can really
he's
play.
not going to take down Tatum and Brown. It's
I
just
no, I hear you. I hear
not
you.
happening. The
Yeah,
Celtics, they should. Tom is 100% right. They should win the East.
that's
Fair.
right. Should win it all.
See how they're
Let's
doing against
go.
Oklahoma City Wednesday. That will be a
Tom, what do
big.
you got? Hiller Sports?
Yeah, well, yeah, I had a couple things. I was just gonna say that I love the Dobbs signing. I'm glad Diggs is gone. Get rid of that drama. Dobbs is an improvement. I like the direction the Pats are going in, and
Sure.
we're gonna talk a lot more football and upcoming shows. We're gonna have some studio shows coming up as well. And I was gonna say something else, but I totally forgot. So I'll just go to the Hiller thing that I was gonna say. It's spring season, folks. It's starting up. And we got Hiller Sports on the way. Here you go. Upcoming schedule right there. And there are the games. Thursday, March 26th. It all starts with boys volleyball. Then we got girls lacrosse on Friday. And then a whole lot of action on Monday and Wednesday with baseball, softball, boys lacrosse on Monday. And next Wednesday, baseball, softball, boys volleyball. So Hiller spring season in full swing. And of course, to check our broadcast schedule, you can head over to hcam.tv. But Andy, Jared, it's been a pleasure. And that'll wrap up this segment of HCAM Sports Talk. Thanks for watching, everybody.